About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 45's the mic. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Hard, hard.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's get off the field, D. Check safety, check safety.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Come on, 20. Check, check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hand able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Falcons on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Great. Don't be scared of it. Mike 14. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth. Newton forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Newton, buying time to his left. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Newton being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. To the air again, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Showing it. Check 26. Watch the ship.
Go on.
Watch the ship.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now. It comes to me, it's me. 45 to Mike.
Now.
Back to throw here. Going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 50, check 50.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
First down, Atlanta.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Newton sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They snap it to Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Watch the edge.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got nothing.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Yo, go, go.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Rush in. Look at me. Go.
Check 3, check 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big